Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! God damn you, Windows. Welcome to WrestleMania! What's up, guys? Chase Aubrey here, bringing you another weird little podcast theme. If you guys saw the NXT TakeOver one with a bunch of indie stuff, thank you for watching that one, and thank you for coming back to talk about WrestleMania 34. Let's introduce the panel that's with me to talk about the 7-hour extravaganza. God dang, this is going to be a long freaking show. I hate you so much, WWE. 7-hour extravaganza, and everyone's gonna be like, Chase, it says 6. No, we all know the main card's going 5 hours. Anyways, with me last time was the man, the heel that you can trust, HeelSteven. How you going? How you doing, Steven?
Mother Flower, I'm doing great. How are all you Mother Flower doing today?
As all, the man who's going to be not running to WrestleMania, but flying to WrestleMania, running Ross, the gold standard 000 himself. Ross, how's it going?
It's going great. I thought about running, but it might take me a whole week to run there. So
yeah, it'd be, even more. I would say 2 weeks, man. Come on, from Atlanta to New York. Atlanta
it
to
took Forrest
to Louisiana.
Years.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm getting next year's in my head. I'm already thinking of 35. Yeah, from Atlanta to New Orleans.
Yeah, that's like a week.
Yeah, I would say we. Especially you might be closer to the border, so yeah, why not? And then the wrestling nut himself, Ace, otherwise known as Corey Trelaw, but we still call him Ace because fuck Corey.
Yeah, everyone calls me Ace. It's all good. How's it going, guys?
Going good. All right, guys. WrestleMania 34, back in New Orleans 4 years ago from WrestleMania, where the streak ended. And it's crazy to think they're back here at the Superdome, or as Hulk Hogan would call it, the Silverdome. So I just want to know, from a general mindset, before we talk about this card, what's your anticipation level on a scale of 1 to 10 for this show? Ace, 1 to 10. How anticipated / excited are you for WrestleMania?
For Manias, there's always a little bit more of a jolt. This year, like, it's kind of weird this year because there's a few matches at WrestleMania that, like, I'm really excited for, and then there's a couple other matches that I look at, whether it be, like, the tag titles or stuff like that, where it's kind of meh. But overall, like, just the, what do you call it? Like, just the aura of WrestleMania always gets me there. So I'd say I'm at, like a 7 right now, maybe 7 or 8.
Okay, that's good. That's a C average. Ross, what about you?
Well, I'm going, so it's different. But so like it's like an 11 out of 10 right now for me. But if I'm gonna try not to be biased, I'd say 8 out of 10.
That's good.
I'm not being biased.
That's fine. Steven, you?
I mean, I think everyone is always excited, looks forward to WrestleMania, right? Again, it's like it's Christmas for wrestling fans almost, right? But from us, but when I've been saying this for a while now, I feel like WWE as a whole, as far as building up to the show, they haven't really, excited me, for WrestleMania. If you get what I'm trying to say with that. Yeah. But me as a whole, because again, as a wrestling fan, I'm excited. It's probably the most stacked WrestleMania card it's been in a long time.
Oh yeah.
7 hours, Mother Flower. 7 hours.
7 hours. Great. Can't wait.
Hey, at least I'm getting my money's worth, yo. I paid like $250 for my WrestleMania ticket.
Oh, man, that's how much I paid for Strong Style Evolve seats. Oh, wow. I didn't even go to that show. I resold them for $130. I feel like an idiot. But anyways, my excitement level is a 9. I know that sounds weird, especially when you watch my reviews. But really, to be honest, I'm just kind of creating my own excitement. And maybe because it's just kind of like I'm just have been like having such a like hard semester at school. And I've been like doing all these interviews with like trying to find a new job and everything. It's just like this is like one of those days where like the stress is kind of like just going to be unleashed. And it's like I just feel like with this Mania, and I talked about this with Ace last night when we were watching WrestleMania 16 with each other. I talked about this. I said, man, I don't think this Mania will be, like, one that's going to be, like, bad. Because I feel like this one's going to have a lot of WrestleMania moments. But, guys, before we get to the main card, presented by Snickers, we got to talk about that wonderful pre-show. First match on the pre-show, we're going to talk about humongous number 8 Memorial Battle Royale. We have such star-studded people as the 1.5 million man himself, Dolph Ziggler, the man who beat Chris Jericho, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, The Revival, the man who deleted Bray Wyatt, Woken Matt, former Money in the Bank and one-time winner Baron Corbin, and former winner himself, Get Hype Bros, Mojo Rawley, and the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. I mean, we just have such a star-studded lineup for this Battle Royale to celebrate one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And the winner will get to join. You know, Baron Corbin can add his name to that list twice. I mean, people don't realize that. That's like such a huge deal. But yeah, we're having this Battle Royale. And, you know, I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like, if you would have told me that this would have lasted 4 years, I would have laughed at you. I'd been like, no, WWE's only doing this once. But the fact that it's been 4 years, I got to give WWE some props here. Didn't think it would last this long. Yeah. Steven, what are your thoughts about this matchup?
Yeah. To be honest, I mean, just there. It's a battle royal. It's on the pre-show. I mean, to be fair, I think it'll be better than the New Japan Rumble from Wrestle Kingdom, but that's just beside the point, of course, you know.
Yeah. Ross, your thoughts?
I don't care at all unless Shelton Benjamin wins it.
Ace, your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of expectations.
Do you guys just have one person you want to win?
It'll be a match, but
I want the rumor that Goldberg's coming back. And he's like, maybe I got one last badass spear in me. You know, like, I want Goldberg to win. Why not? Screw it. Pre-show, before he has to go in his little Hall of Fame star, you know, Goldberg wins. Sounds fun.
No. Goldberg wins in his suit.
Oh, that'd be great. Goldberg wins in his jeans and his leather jacket and a Goldberg T-shirt from 2 years ago. Not even like the newer one. It's like a Goldberg T-shirt that he made on his pro wrestling tees, and he wins.
And you get Tony Schiavone in commentary. Goldberg wins. Goldberg wins.
And then he grabs Gabe.
Or they, you know, whatever Goldberg's wearing. But then they have his son come in without a shirt on.
I was about to say that. I was like, and then he grabs Gabe without a shirt.
It starts dancing.
Yeah, I don't really have a person like that. I could say 100% that because I think it's really because I don't care. But I guess maybe like Hardy would. They always tend to try to like not give somebody so big the Battle Royal. Besides the Big Show that one year.
Yeah, Big Show was Big Show was like
he was the only established star, really, because before Cesaro won it at 30, you know, they thought, oh, let's try it with this guy. And then the last 2 years, they've done the same thing, but they never really succeed. So I feel like they'll try to give it to some up-and-comer, and they'll squander the opportunity with it.
Yep. Just
I was like Big Show paying homage to Tito Ortiz, folding his arms with the trophy or whatever.
Yeah, dude, he was trying to get the Tito pop, man. He got the Tito pop. I mean, fans were pissed. They were like, we wanted Mizdow to win that match. So yeah. We're all in agreement that we want to see Goldberg give us one more badass spear. And that's all we need.
Yep.
All right, guys. And now it's time to talk about the most controversial match on the pre-show. I can't believe Snickers allowed this match on the pre-show. The Cruiserweight Championship, guys. It's on the pre-show. How dare WWE put Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander on the pre-show? Fans are very upset about this.
I'm not.
I don't get it.
I got mixed feelings about it. Mixed feelings. I get where people are coming from.
But what would you put? What would you put in place of it?
You're my response already. If you see my tweet from yesterday, Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax.
No, that would be so dumb. That'd be backwards thinking. Why would they have a women Royal Rumble and in a women elimination chamber just to put one of their major titles on the pre-show?
But let's be real about it. Are you excited for that feud though? Like, are you excited for that match?
I thought it was.
I am.
I feel like it's going to be one of the better squash matches on the card. To be honest,
I agree, Chase.
Like, I'm not. Honestly, people are telling me, oh yeah, the 205 Live thing was so great. The revival of 205 Live. Now a lot of people have been like really tuning in to watch it. You know,
I haven't watched it.
And honestly, like I guess I understand the frustration that people have, but there's no way that like you could argue that any other match should have been like if they were gonna roll with both battle royals on the pre-show, and if you had to pick just one other match besides the battle royals to put on the pre-show, I'm sorry, it had to be that one. You're not gonna put any other title match on there, you know. You could make an argument for maybe the Bar and Strowman and stuff, but Strowman was just on the pre-show last year, so you know. Unfortunately, it's just kind of how it's got to be. I mean, you know, it
and
sucks,
plus,
I guess. But
you're having two battle royals. At least between the two battle royals, you have a more upbeat, up-tempo match.
Yeah,
because those battle royals are gonna be boring as hell. Like you can't do them back to back.
Oh yeah,
and I'll say this too. You know, people can go on Twitter and protest, you to hashtag all the hell you want, but at the same time, the thing about this, remember last year. People were in uproar that Becky Lynch, Naomi, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, and Mickie James were on the kickoff show for the SmackDown title, and people protest on social media, and WWE listened, and they actually put that on the main show and put the IC title relegated to the kickoff show just so they could have like a 7-minute match.
Yeah.
Before Rowan and Taker.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, listen. If this, let's assume hypothetically speaking, right? Hypothetically speaking, if the Cruiserweight title match would have been on the main card, it would have kicked off the show.
Yeah.
Either way,
it would have. It would have been the same time as it's going to get. It's going to be. It will just be a 10-minute. Who cares match? That's really what it is. Because like, here's the thing that people are also forgetting: the Cruiserweight title. This is like its third year on the main roster. I think it's going to be its third year. It hasn't been on the main roster that long. I mean, when they have actually separated cruiserweights from heavyweights, you know, it's its third year. It's still a young division. You know, it's going to go through its growing pains. Like, seriously, just give it time. Like, that's the thing. I always hear from Roto Wrestling fans, be patient. Just wait for the story to develop. Be patient with the cruiserweight division. It's literally in its third year of just being its own. And you want it to be on the main show. Like, yeah, a lot of people say, well, if you give it main show time. Here's the thing. Once that shit hits the main show, people are getting up and going to the restroom.
Yep.
They ain't caring. This is the match they want to miss. No offense to Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali, who I think is really underrated. It's just how it is.
I'd rather watch the match that was in the stands for the WrestleMania pre-show last year. There were two fans fighting in like one of the sections at like in the distance.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, and there was a ref and everything. There was a video on Twitter. I'd rather watch that match again than the Cruiserweight match, to be honest. And that's not to knock the talent of the Cruiserweights. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel special to me. Maybe that's because I'm not watching 205 Live right now. I don't know.
But they haven't really given you a incentive to watch 205 Live.
No.
Yeah, exactly. What,
and
they
they've
just
been
have
in shambles too. They're still recovering from the whole Enzo thing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, Steven, do you have a prediction? Who do you have winning?
Regarding the Cruiserweight title match, I don't know. Can you hear the thing about the two guys? Like, if you watch the the video packages of these two guys, it's like you want one of them, you want both to win. It's like they both have a good story, but I'm going with Cedric because I feel like Cedric has been fighting for so long to get the opportunity. He was supposed to face Enzo, I believe, at the Rumble, and that whole thing got nicked. They had to do the tournament. So I'm going to go with Cedric Alexander.
Ross?
I'm going to go with Cedric Alexander. I just feel like it's his time. I can't really describe it.
Acers?
I feel like this can go either way, but I think it'll probably be Cedric Alexander.
Well, guess what, motherfuckers? It's going to Mustafa Ali. How dare you hate Mustafa Ali? It's going to be a wonderful match. I think this could be the sleeper match of the night. But yeah, Mustafa Ali.
It's kind of exciting that
because I'm going to be asleep.
Isn't a heel.
Huh?
I said it's kind of refreshing and exciting that the guy named Mustafa doesn't have to be a heel.
Yeah.
He's just a guy. He just, he wrestles.
He was a
what a concept.
He was a police cop, and he wanted to be a pro wrestler. All right, guys, I just want to get through this quick because I do not want... you guys are not looking at it. I'm looking at it in my screen. The women's battle royale with the stupid trophy that's not Moolah, but it doesn't matter. It's still pretty freaking bad.
You know what? You know what it is? It's WWE saying, you see, you guys complained, And now we're going to give you a crappy battle royal on the kickoff show. This is your fault. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a terrible Vince, man. That was...
Because you deserve to be screwed. You deserve to be screwed.
Honestly,
there you go, pal.
Okay, does anyone know, is this over the top rope, or is it like most battle royals? They just go through the middle rope and they're done.
It's probably for the women. It'll probably be just getting thrown out of the ring. But although the Rumble was over the top rope, so maybe
that's why I'm asking.
Because anything the guys can do, the women can do just as well, and I feel like they're going to try to drive that point home. So,
yeah. Ace, do you have a favorite? Since you want to talk, since you seem so excited to talk about this match, do you have a favorite? Who's winning?
I think it's going to be one of the horsewomen.
What?
I feel like.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the MMA. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Ronda's group.
Oh,
like,
no.
What? I was like, they're not even in the match.
Shayna Baszler. I feel like
Jessamine Duke is going to win, or Roderick Strong's wife.
I think they're going to throw. I could see them throwing Becky Lynch a bone because she hasn't really done anything for so long. But I think this whole match is going to be kind of centered around Sasha and Bayley. We'll probably get like a nice little like Kairi Sane might come out and wave, or a couple NXT people, maybe somebody they used from the Rumble, like an old legend or something. But I think it's going to pretty much rotate around or center around Sasha Banks and Bayley. Then either one of them are going to win or Becky Lynch will win. I feel like they want to give this a bigger winner than the Andre the Giant because they want to show that the women are going to do something. So I'll go Becky Lynch. I'll say Becky Lynch.
Steven, do you have a favorite?
Like you were saying, the whole notion that the whole build regarding Sasha and Bayley, I think they get to go down to them too. And I think who wins this, is Sasha Banks.
Okay. Ross?
Hey.
Yeah, Steven took the words right out of my mouth. It's gonna line up to where Bayley's got this match won, and it comes down to them, and then Sasha cheats or whatever, rakes the eyes, something like that, and then just kicks Bayley out of the ring or something like over the top rope, and Sasha wins.
All right. So my prediction, knowing this company, it makes too much sense for Becky, Bayley, or Sasha to win. So just give it to fucking Lana. Why not? Lana wins. Bayley and Sasha.
If it means we get to hear a theme, I'm all for it. Actually,
what about Tamina?
Tamina's injured.
She'll come back. Heroic return.
Oh, heroic return. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. No, literally, my pick is Bayley, but I won't be surprised if freaking Lana wins. Like, it just match just literally screams. I look at it and I'm like, Lana could very well win this. Like, just like a random win, because that's how they do the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. It's like no one thought you cannot tell me watching WrestleMania 30. Someone's like, yeah, Cesaro's gonna win the Battle Royal. Like, Cesaro was on the pre-show, and I don't even remember what he was doing on the pre-show at WrestleMania 30.
He broke up with Zeb, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he broke up with the Real Americans.
Real American versus Uso for the tag titles.
Yeah, I can't remember that.
Yoshitatsu did win a pre-show Battle Royal once.
Yeah, I know. So why can't Lana? It's either Lana. So here's the tier list. The darkest of all horses, Lana wins. Middle tier, Ruby Riott. Goddess tier, Mandy Wrestling, and then usual tier, the 4 horsewomen minus Charlotte. So there you go. Those are the tiers, and everyone's gonna be like, "What about Sonya Deville and Natalia? What about them?" Anyways, moving on.
What about Liv Morgan?
What about her?
What about Peyton Royce and Billy Kay?
Double D?
Yeah. Double D.
Yeah.
Double D's.
These nut motherflower.
Breast implants. You know who also doesn't have implants are the New Day, the Usos, and Go Power Rangers villains of the week, the Bludgeon Brothers. And a WWE Smackdown Live tag team triple threat match. The Usos finally making their main card debut for WrestleMania.
Yep. The boyhood dream has come true for them.
Yeah,
They're
the
finally
boyhood dream has come true. Usos are finally on the main card for WrestleMania, defending their SmackDown Tag Team Championships in a triple threat match. Now, Triple H did talk to Uncle Dave on the conference call. Told Uncle Dave in the world that, I don't think there's going to be a ladder match. They told me they weren't going to do a ladder match, so I don't think there's going to be a ladder match. Has been some rumors. Well, not really a rumor. WWE kind of let people know with their app that this was going to be a TLC match or ladder. Was it TLC or ladder match that they said?
I believe ladder match.
Ladder match. So yeah, they let out the rumor that this was going to be a ladder match. Don't know if that's going to change. Either way, ladder match would be cool and all. But I still think this match is going to be fun to watch. Overall, it's kind of hard to say who's going to win. You know, the Usos retaining would be kind of nice to, like, solidify their tag team dominance and, you know, kind of throw a bone to them. New Day winning, you know, believe it or not, I don't think the New Day as a group has won at WrestleMania. That's kind of shocking to say the least.
No, considering last year they didn't
wrestle.
Last year they didn't even wrestle. So
does Kofi Kingston even have?
And
does Kofi Kingston even have a WrestleMania win? Oh wait, yeah, he does. He has that 8-man tag at 27.
Yeah, yeah. And people forget.
No, he was on Team 10 at 28, so he would have lost there.
People forget the League of Nations beat the New Day at 32.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, does Kofi even have a WrestleMania win? I almost was going to be like, wow, Kofi doesn't even have a WrestleMania win, but he does have that one at 27.
Yeah, I forget about that 8-man tag.
And you were there, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the wonderful faction known as the Core with 2 R's.
The Core. With their great shirt.
And then we have the Bludgeon Brothers. Okay, I have nothing good to say about this group. I'm sorry. I know there's the Luke Harper fan base, but there's Garbage Man in this group. Yep. I'm sorry. The Bludgeon Brothers are lame. I'm gonna be that guy. And we're gonna be like, oh, look at you, Chase. They're trying to. No, they're lame. They're literally Go Power Rangers villains of the week, man. Like Lord Zed, send these losers down onto Earth, Angel Grove, and we need the Power Rangers to stop these fools.
More like Elgar. More like Elgar.
Yeah, Elgar.
More like Elgar from Turbo.
Yeah, it's like Elgar.
Turbo.
Yeah.
No, Pirate Turbo.
Yeah, fucking these are Elgar creatures.
Diva Talks, yeah.
Yeah, Diva Talks. Yeah, no, this is like they're like Power Ranger Turbo. Hell, they're like in space villains too, man. Freaking
Estratum. Lord Spectre's Lord Spectre's henchman shit.
Yeah, they're like who was the guy that was he was like the guy with like the sword. He was like black and green. He had all the spikes on it. What was
Ecliptor.
Yeah, these are like Ecliptor's little bitch guys. Like Ecliptor's like, what do you mean you couldn't stop the Power Rangers and stuff like that. So
remember Dark Cliptor when Arconda and Ecliptor like used together and shit.
What the dude? I don't even remember that shit, dude. Like I like In Space. That's like my favorite season too, and also Lost Galaxy. That's some good shit. But no, the true GOAT is Time Force. Far away through the angels that we know. Power Rangers go, Power Rangers go. And everyone's gonna be like, "Why are y'all talking about this?" And this is what happens. This is what happens when we get together. Anyways, do you guys care if this becomes a ladder match or no? Just let me know.
I kind of think
it does. I guess.
Yeah, I hope it does for the fact that it needs it. Because you just have it just be a regular match, being what these three teams has gone through. It just whatever, piss break.
Yeah,
it needs to have stipulation. It needs to
because they like been beating the shit out of each other. It's not like they've just been like, okay, guys, we want to prove who's the best tag team on SmackDown. Let's have a friendly match. It's like it kind of does need a ladder match.
Kind of, yeah.
But I wouldn't mind if it's just I still think it's going to be a good match.
Oh, yeah.
As for my predictions, look, who I want to win is the Usos, but sadly, I think Diva Talks' henchmen, the Bludgeon Brothers, are going to walk out as tag team champions, and Garbage Man finally wins the title in WWE. Fuck! Worst scene ever.
I agree.
Steven,
I agree.
Okay, so you got that. Ross, what do you think?
I think I gotta go with.
What you think?
I gotta go with the Harper and Garbage Man. I want to say Usos, but man, I don't think they're gonna do it. I think I think they're gonna lose the belts here, but they could win it back. They very well could.
Acers.
I'm going against you guys, actually. I got the Usos retaining because I feel like we were talking about this the other day too, Chase. I feel like there's going to be a lot of championship changes at this Mania. So I feel like this will be a good match where like where they can just have a title retained, just so it doesn't look like every single fucking title is going to be like.
Yeah, true. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of titles changing hands.
Yep, there are. And speaking of title changing hands, you know what happens, guys, when you get an established tag team together? You know what you normally do with them? You just have them lose to a random put together team. That's what they're doing with the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, as they'll lose their tag team titles, maybe, against Care Bear and whoever this mystery opponent is. Looks like it's Alex Riley from the Black. Do they still have the Alex Riley silhouette? Wow, they haven't changed it.
Yeah, that is still his silhouette, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still Alex Riley. It's like, say it to my face. So, do you guys want to hear a funny thing that I was telling Ace last night? What would make this great?
Yeah, we'll make it great, Chase.
Okay, so you have Strowman come out, right? And I'm just going to use Strowman here so that way you guys know who I'm talking about. Even though you guys know I call him Care Bear, some of the audience members don't know that I call him Care Bear. But the reason why I call him Care Bear is because this guy sucks. And don't whine in the comment section. And if you want to whine, just like the Care Bear
I thought it was because he was adorable.
No, he's Care Bear because he sucks and he can get these hands. So anyways, Care Bear comes out and he goes, "My partner's ready. And you know what? He wants revenge for what you did to him. You injured him, and now you're about to get these hands." And fans are going crazy because they think it's Dean Ambrose. But then all of a sudden, just a long little pause, and then you hear, "I am the next generation of great," and then Jason Jordan fucking comes out. How great would that be?
Oh my god.
How great.
He's so hilarious.
Nuclear heat.
He just come, dude, he get booed out of the freaking, everyone thinks Roman's gonna have the worst. Jason Jordan just comes out smiling, and he's freaking Strowman's partner.
And then I remember when we were talking about that, we debated that, like, what would make it even better is, let's say Jason Jordan's not cleared in time. He still comes out like he's ready to go. And then, like, because you want that pop of, like, everyone getting so pissed. And then Angle comes out, and Angle's like, "Jason, you can't wrestle. What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be great. So, I would hope that. Do you guys have any... so, the rumor names that are going on, obviously Samoa Joe, who wants to walk with Elias. But Elias let us know that he's having a performance at WrestleMania. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Rock's coming out or something. What was that? Elias said, Rey Mysterio...
That's a personal favorite. That's a personal favorite rumor of mine.
Like, what the Rey Mysterio? Like, that's such a convincing. Like, Braun Strowman randomly just chooses Rey Mysterio. He goes like, "I want you," and Rey's like, "Sure, I'll go do it."
I've been scouring the planet for my tag team partner.
A lot of people said James Storm because he was backstage recently at some WWE events.
Is it just because
they should get the hurricane? Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
And then people are saying Big Show and everything like that. Who do you guys want to see Braun Strowman's partner? But do you think that they're going to win? Because, like, if Rey Mysterio is the partner, I think the Bar is retaining. But I just don't see how they do all this build-up just for Strowman to lose. Because, like, eventually you got to give Care Bear one of these stupid titles. Like, you keep building him up to face these champions, and he always loses. Never wins. Ever. He's just like, "Ugh." And sooner or later, fans are going to get sick of it. They're just going to be like, "Why am I cheering for this idiot if he's never going to win?" You know, he's just...
Well, you know what?
Because Care Bear is literally like that mediocre NFL team. He's literally like the Baltimore Ravens or the Cincinnati... He's literally the Cincinnati Bengals. Always makes the playoffs. Always is relevant. But at the end of the day, they're not going to do shit.
A little off topic, but...
No, I'm just saying.
I was saying, didn't they just sign RG3?
No, the Ravens did.
Or Ravens, that's right. Sorry, my bad.
I was like, what do you mean? Well, I'm comparing Care Bear to a football team. You're like, "Oh, that's off topic." I'm like, "Oh, you're asking about RG3. Yeah, RG3.
No, yeah, I was saying,
what
sorry,
if,
I know it's
what if Robert Griffin III is Care Bear's tag team partner? He just comes with the Subway sandwiches and everything. So, Steven, who do you think is Care Bear's partner? Do you think he's winning the titles or no?
I think he won the titles. I just hope it's someone that's, worth the name. Can you think about this, right? They've been building this up. And because I haven't heard rumbles, it might even be James Ellsworth, and I hope not. Can you think about this, right? Get these hands. Any man with two hands has a fighting chance. I see it, but I was like, no. I think it's going to be Samoa Joe. Hopefully it's Samoa Joe, so there you go with that.
Ross, who do you have as a prediction as a partner? Is Care Bear walking out as the Raw Tag Team Champions?
Well, I gotta say, it's gotta be Kane.
Oh no,
it's gotta be Kane. Kane and Strowman are gonna be the Brothers of Destruction or some type of shit, or the Big Show and Kane, or it's gonna be like Big Show and Kane Part 2. Yeah.
Okay.
And then basically, Kane's gonna, it's gonna be like May 19th all over again, and they're gonna do that storyline again, just with Strowman.
All right. Acers?
I really like. They're not going to, because they've made a big point of saying like, for whatever WWE legal reasons, you need to have a tag team partner. But I was really hoping that they'd go the Matt Morgan route.
Where he's just he was the tag team champions of the world.
Yeah, he's like, where he just keeps saying like, "Yep, we will be defending our tag team titles." But as for a partner, I've heard the Joe rumor. To me, I mean, they'd be a cool team, but just the way that they use them, like feuding each other, wouldn't really make sense. But I mean, that's never stopped them before. The more I think about it, the Kane thing kind of does make sense. I mean, even though once again they were feuding, give Kane some momentum, put him on TV before his mayor run. I'm sure they'd do that as a favor for him. But to me, I hope it's somebody. If they're going to go with it, I hope it's somebody that we haven't thought of, and it's just completely off the grid.
Well, I'm going to say someone that y'all haven't thought of.
Good.
I think Care Bear's tag team partner will be Jeff Hardy. Fuck it, just have another Hardy surprise. Hardy comes out, does a little hump dance or something. There you go. Funny enough.
Things are about to be broken.
Yeah, there you go. Cole can even say the same call and everything like that. Honestly, I think it's going to be someone like Jeff Hardy, Dean Ambrose, just for the wacky duo that is going to be Care Bear and Dean Ambrose. Or
one's a lunatic, the other breaks a lot of things.
Yeah,
how can they coexist as champion?
There you go. There you can, and then that'll lead to some what people will say be the funniest segments they've ever seen of their lives and everything like that. Yeah, that's a possibility. And then there's one. Bray Wyatt. That's another one. Like they can debut Bray Wyatt's new
I guess
gimmick.
That kind of makes sense. I know they posted a photo together on like Instagram or whatever too. I guess they ride together, but that's got a lot of people speculating that maybe Bray's going to be his partner. But yeah, I mean, poor fucking Bray Wyatt, man.
Yeah,
what a fall from grace.
So, yeah, I know he was WWE champion, and now he's doing nothing for this WrestleMania. All right. Speaking of doing nothing and moving on forward, Alexa Bliss really does nothing on Raw besides just cut a few promos every week. And we're going to be talking about Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. And I think, well, I'll say what I think later. Ross, what is your predictions?
I think this is going to be similar to China and Ivory at WrestleMania 17, where it's going to be a really quick match. And how long was that match at WrestleMania 17?
Like a minute.
Couple minutes, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be like a minute or two. And Nia Jax is going to win, straight up. So, yeah. Let me look up and see how quick that match was real quick. Hang on.
Steven, what about you?
I think the build thus far sucked. I've said this on Twitter, like I said. This is the equivalent of what would happen if Big Patty wanted to beat up Helga on an episode of Hey Arnold. All you really need for this feud is the classroom or the playground to make this complete.
Yeah, why don't they put them in Bailey and Sasha Banks' locker room where they had the lockers? But who do you have winning?
Exactly. I'm going to go with Nia because I guess, they want to do the whole moment of, hey, she was made fun of, she's been ridiculed for her size, but anything is possible because this whole notion of fight for your dream, when you believe you achieve type of shit. So they're probably going to give it a Nia.
Yep. Acers, what's your prediction?
I'm probably in the minority here. I wasn't really super invested into the feud. I figured for the longest time, like when they were together, I was like, they'll probably break up and have a. And to me, what kind of killed it was so on again, off again. Like, I mean, Nia was competing and threatening to beat up Alexa Bliss at like No Mercy last year. So it's been very on again, off again all year. But that Raw promo where she was taught, was it Renee Young? A lot of people probably didn't like. I really did enjoy that, and I thought like it was kind of cool. I like that they're going at it from like you know what, screw her. You know, I am how God made me. I wear what my mama gave me. Like, fuck it. And yeah, I really do hope once again it's a quick squash match. I hope she just comes in. Just Chase and I were joking about it last night, but like Alexa gets in her face and she's just like, "You really think you're better than me? Huh? You really think you're better than me?" And then just gets the shit beaten out of her. And I don't think it really hurts Alexa because, you know, she can bounce back, no problem. If anything, it makes it for Nia because Nia's been kind of chasing this moment really since she was drafted by Raw. It's such a high pick too. So,
well, guys, Nia Jax will win, but doesn't mean she's walking out as champion. Little Miss Bliss by Nia by DQ.
Oh, so true. Oh, they're gonna do that. Never mind. Can I change?
No, you can't change. You already submitted.
Damn it.
You already submitted. Here's the thing. I'm just.
It's gonna be like a Rock Shamrock thing. Oh, fuck sakes.
Oh yeah, like 14 and 14. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, Nia's gonna just beat her up so bad. It's gonna be like, and also let's not forget about the classic Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler, where Jerry Lawler clearly went overboard and stuff like that, and should have ended the match sooner and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Nia's not gonna be able to control her anger.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is gonna be like, "You're so fat," and Nia's like, "Oh!" and then scream.
Here's your winner, Nia Jax. However, still the Raw Women's Champion.
Oh man.
Yeah, and you can see that too. Nia Jax's music plays, and it's like, Nia did it, and then Nia goes and hits like a Samoan drop afterwards or something, or
it's gonna be like Lex Luger at when he beat Yokozuna for America, even though he didn't win the title.
Yeah.
All the Raw locker, all the Raw divas are gonna come out and hoist Big Nia up on their shoulders.
I'm not like most girls. Like Nia Jax will think she win, but however, due to aggressive behavior and still burn it. It's gonna be like that, and it'll be good. I think that a dusty finish for this would be good. Like honestly, it's also too. No offense, it's, like I know it's like sounds bad to say, but when has Vince really put like the title on a fat woman?
Bertha Faye.
Yeah. Has there really? I can't even really think of a bigger woman besides Mickie James because that doesn't count.
Piggy James.
Oh, dude. Okay, actually, I'm changing my prediction again. Mickie James is going to get flashbacks of when she used to get called Piggy James, and she's going to cost Alexa Bliss the championship.
Hey, that would actually be like storytelling. So no, not going to happen.
Just fat. You're just fat. You're so fat and blubbery.
No, but honestly,
we're gonna hear her thoughts
honestly,
what do you call it? Christian that time, or no, like Zack Ryder when he could see Rosa Mendez in his head. It's gonna be like that, and they're gonna flash forward to SmackDown in 8 years ago. Jesus, that was so long. And then she's gonna turn on Alexa Bliss. They're gonna celebrate together. Maybe go out for drinks on Bourbon Street afterwards. I don't know.
I lost my train of thought because I was gonna say something about this match, but I totally lost my train of thought, and I don't want to. No. I was thinking about it while you were talking, and then I don't know. It's like one of those things when you like are going to say something, and then you just totally forget. Yeah. But I was like going to say something. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come in randomly while we're talking about Reigns and Lesnar and everything like that, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what I remember for the women's title.
Yeah, we're gonna be right in the heart of like Shinsuke and AJ, and you're gonna be like, wait, I thought of the Nia thing.
Or here's another idea. Like, what if, right? You know, the one question I've always been asking all my reviews. Why all of a sudden is Mickie James with Alexa Bliss? It's never really been answered, right?
She wants to be relevant.
So who's to say, right, that at WrestleMania, Mickie James turns on Alexa Bliss and just played her out this whole time?
Once again,
I said, it could be like Alexa could have, I was like, well, I used Nia, and then Mickie could be like, well, the joke's on you, Alexa. I used you too.
I used you because I knew what you were saying to Nia this whole time, and that just hurt me inside. Yeah, that would actually cause the WWE to think and make a good story, guys. Like, you guys are giving the writing team too much credit here. Like, that would be such a good, empowering theme and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's It's not happening like that.
Just Michael Cole on commentary. It doesn't matter how different you are. It doesn't matter how big, how small. You can achieve your dreams. Well done,
girls. And I'm in this for something. God, it's gonna really bug me that I can't remember this thought. Like, I really want to say it because I thought it'd be a good one, but screw it. You win some, you lose some. Moving on forward to winning and losing. One woman has not lost in many years. Is anyone ready for Asuka? As she takes on the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, the Queen, woo, Mrs. Golden Child herself, Charlotte, in an anticipated matchup. Which, by the way, shout out to Mixed Match Challenge. They did a good job making sure these women barely touched. They didn't wrestle at all on Mixed Match Challenge. They had one tie-up, and that was it. They didn't do anything else the whole match. So. Yeah. So, Alexa... why did I say Alexa Bliss? Asuka taking on Charlotte. I think we're all in agreement that Asuka is winning, yeah? Unless someone wants to throw Charlotte's name out there. Oh, anyone?
No. I don't think
Charlotte
they can
going once? Charlotte going twice?
Hell no.
Charlotte sold. So no one's picking Charlotte. Everyone's picking Asuka?
Yep.
Wow, this was the easiest match to talk about. Do you guys think this is going to be a great match? Good?
I think it will.
Actually.
I think it will. Yep.
Oh, good. I'm in agreement.
Are you guys subscribing to the theory about a failed cash-in by Carmella?
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Brad Shepard, or is that his name? Brad Shepard? Brad Morgan? I can't remember his name.
Do you really know that they're going to waste both Money in the Banks? Because they already wasted Corbin's.
Honestly, I would... You know what I'm saying? Where she catches it. After the fact, like when her contract was due, that's what I would do with Carmella, to be honest with you.
And once again, like I know, another way we could screw Nia, since we're talking about fucking her over, is it was never in the contract about it being on SmackDown. Maybe she cashes in on Alexa Bliss or Charlotte or Nia Jax, but
yeah.
I just don't know if you can. I don't know if you can have both Money in the Banks lose. You know what I mean? I guess you could look at it as kind of refreshing because Money in the Banks are normally always a sure thing. So maybe, but I think it'll be another tease. Like maybe Carmella will run down.
I think this will be a good one because I think Asuka and Charlotte will be a really good match, and Asuka's gonna barely win. She's gonna be super tired. So then it would actually make it seem like Carmella could win the match and stuff like that. And I think the crowd will be super hot with it. So I think it actually will be a good fail cash-in, to be honest. To be honest here. All right.
Yeah.
So let's just move on forward to triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. We have GQ, the Blue Balor, Finn Balor, Jobber Jacket, taking on Monday Night Rollins, Seth Rollins, taking on a new father of Monroe Sky, The Miz, for the Intercontinental Championship.
You forgot that Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, Seth freaking, my bad.
I forget about that a lot.
My bad.
It's okay.
Seth freaking Rollins. Should be a nice little... I think this is going to be a nice little undercard match for the show.
It's a good little spot for you.
Huh?
So that's a good little spot for you, Daniel.
Yeah, a bunch of B-plus players. Bunch of B-plus players right here. Steven, prediction. Who do you have winning this triple threat?
I'll be honest. I'm surprised we're not getting the Demon King. I'm surprised for the entrance purpose.
Well, you know what, I mean? Steven, maybe they can do it on the pre-show. The Miz Taraj beats up Finn Balor, and then after Finn Balor is like, "This is what happens when you beat me up, Miz. You let the demons come out," and then all of a sudden he becomes a demon.
You're only gonna give him like an hour to put all that fucking makeup on.
Dude, Ace, the pre-show is like 3 freaking hours. They can beat
That's
him
true.
up.
That is true.
They can film. They can literally film something like Finn Balor could show up to the stadium at like 10 a.m. and they could have the Miz Taraj beat him up right then and there, and then be like,
"Yeah, they can tape it." That's true.
Yeah.
I don't. I was thinking about that. I don't think they're gonna do the makeup, but yeah, you'd think for Mania he would have it on, but
yeah,
I know it's supposed to be more of a storyline thing than a big show thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as the winner goes, the whole time, there's always been Balor and Rollins getting the upper hand on the Miz. So I think the Miz has to retain the championship here.
Mm-hmm. That's a solid thing. Like, this match is kind of hard to predict because you kind of think Miz is going to take off time to be with his daughter, but at the same time, like you said, Rollins and Balor have been getting the upper hand on everything, so it's kind of a hard match to predict. Ross, what is your prediction?
I'm going to say Miz because he's going to break that longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, like, total time with the belt thing. So,
Acers?
I know she's, like, really, really young right now, but how cool would it be for Miz to, like, bring the baby out and, like, put her at ringside and be like, this match is for you, Monroe. I'm going to win this for you. She's, like, sitting next to Graves and in her nice big high chair just watching the match. I think Miz will retain. They could throw a bone, honestly, like I was saying earlier. This could go either way. I could easily see Balor or Rollins winning it, but I think Miz is going to retain.
All right, guys. You guys thought I would never say this, but I have a fear that Finn Balor is winning this belt.
oh, boy.
Yeah.
Could be worse, Could be worse.
What do you mean could be worse? This is as worse as it gets, Steven. This is like Jay
Could be
White. Oh, wait.
He is by Jay White.
Yeah. This is Jay White right here winning a belt. Like, ugh. Disgusting. All right. You know what's also disgusting? This fatal four-way. I don't know why we didn't talk about this sooner. We have the modern-day Maharaja, the glorious Bobby Roode, the Viper Randy Orton. When you build a superstar from the ground up, you get Randy Orton, Moggle. And happy Rusev Day, everybody. It's Rusev Fujiya, Rusev Machka. Fatal four-way for the WWE United States Championship. Acers, who do you have winning this one?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think this is the kind of thing where we were saying like Orton could very easily retain and just but I don't think it's going to be Jinder. I think it's either Rude's or Rusev's belt to win. I feel like it'll probably be Rude, but with I think they could look at the momentum of Rusev Day right now and just be like, maybe we should give him the title. And I'm sure it'll be a nice moment if Rusev does win. But I mean, considering he's already a 2-time, 3-time U.S. champ now, it's just, to me, it'll just be another Rusev U.S. title reign. But it would be a nice moment, granted. If I had to choose between one of Rusev or Rude, I'd probably say Rusev. I feel like it's too hot right now, because then you can always spin off and have him feud with Rude later on. And
all right, Rosters, what about you?
It's a tough one. It really is. I think Orton's dropping it though for sure, because you just need to be Grand Slam champion. So, they might give it to the modern day Maharaja as a troll job. They really might. They might give it to him.
The Jinder maniacs are running wild.
They might give it to him. Because the way I'm thinking it, how many heels are going to win on this show? Not a lot. So, yeah. Might have to go him, though I do want Rusev to win.
Steven?
I'll be honest here. Let's keep it 100, okay? If Randy Orton was not in this match, this would have been on the kickoff show.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, Steven, Randy Orton is in this match.
I know. Isn't it great? Isn't it great, guys?
Could you just imagine? Hey, Randy, we might put you on the kickoff show. Fuck that shit. You really think I'm going to be there, Vince?
I know. That being said, I think that Rusev has to get the belt here. Let's be real about it. Rusev is the most over act right now on SmackDown Live. Hell, even in WWE. One of the. Okay. And the last thing you really want is to have this guy go into the biggest show of the year, which you know for a fact, the moment Aiden does it, people are gonna lose their fucking mind, right? They're gonna go crazy, and to have him lose, like, hell no. It's like when Bray Wyatt lost to Cena almost. You know what I mean? At WrestleMania.
Side note: I'm almost more excited for like the Raw, or I guess not the Raw, the SmackDown after Mania's pop for Rusev than I am for the Mania one, because the Mania one's gonna be dope. But like all those hardcore fans in the fucking Smoothie King Center, just
yeah, that's true.
Well, guys, I can't believe you've been watching wrestling for this long, and you're doubting the Viper Randy Orton to just walk out and retain and say, screw all this logic? Come on, Ross. Oh, he just needed the Grand Slam. What if he just wants to keep the belt a little bit longer because he's bored and has nothing else to do? Steven, Rusev's hot? Who gives a fuck? This is the Viper Randy Orton. The fact Ross said modern day Maharaja is disgusting. We all know when you build a superstar from the ground up, you get Randy Orton. And that's what we're getting at WrestleMania. We're getting Randy Orton retaining that U.S. title. I hear voices in my head, and they tell me Randy Orton's going to win, baby.
Now, Chase, the big debate, though, coming out of Mania is Orton going to care less about this match than Triple H did about his Sheamus match?
Oh, this is, well, I don't know, because Randy gets to lay down. He gets to take a nap a little bit during this match. You know, it takes like
that is true.
Gets a Machka kick to the face, and then
yeah, I was just gonna say he's gonna get kicked, but the Rusev's gonna be running around going Rusev day.
And then I can totally see the finish. Like, I honestly think they're gonna do a double RKO finish at this show.
Oh,
like they're gonna plan something where Rude's gonna go for like the blockbuster, and Jinder's gonna be standing there like a goof. And then all of a sudden, Rude goes and he's like, has Jinder's head put a blockbuster, and then it's like, oh, you know,
Phillips is gonna lose his fucking mind.
Yeah, discount Michael Cole, absolutely. All right. Speaking of discount McMahon matches, because for real, guys, we're here to talk about the real McMahon match a little bit later. Don't you worry about that. But we have the return of Daniel Bryan teaming up with Shane McMahon to take on Kevin Owens and my boy, the Uber driver himself, Sami Zayn. And if Kevin Owens and Sami win, they are rehired to SmackDown Live. Daniel Bryan, who would have thought that we would be seeing him wrestling at WrestleMania? Oh my God!
I'm so happy for him.
Now there was a chance that Shane McMahon may not have made WrestleMania, but you know they're McMahons. They just asked him to fill them up with the whatever medicine in the world. They're just psychos. Let's just be real here. This guy has a hernia, and he's like, I'm going to come out dancing, and I'm going to wrestle at WrestleMania. Now, they could always swerve us and have it where McMahon gets beat up at WrestleMania and have one more surprise left in us. Ace, maybe this is a match where maybe I have one more badass spirit in me. Maybe Goldberg comes back for this match.
Hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things. Goldberg and Daniel Bryan. What a team that would be. But can y'all just imagine Goldberg and Daniel Bryan? Like Daniel Bryan.
Honestly, like I love Daniel Bryan, but how sad would that be for him? Just like him and his little fucking like first time he's taken off his shirt in probably 3 years. And then Goldberg is just next to him, just all fucking ripped. Daniel Bryan's just pale and his hair hasn't grown in yet.
Yeah, could you just imagine Shane, like, because they want to show Shane's injury, and then Daniel Bryan comes out and he's like, well, guys, you did beat up Shane, but there was a Hall of Famer in the back that had no problem wanting to team with me, and then all of a sudden you hear, blah, 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 and it's Goldberg, and then Goldberg goes and he like looks at them, and then later on Daniel Bryan does most of the match and literally just tags Goldberg. Goldberg does one fucking spear. Doesn't even clothesline Sami off the thing. Daniel Bryan has to go do that because Goldberg ain't got time for that. Just lifts Kevin Owens' body up in the high, jackhammers him. 1, 2, 3. Goldberg wins.
All kidding aside, you know what's kind of a scary thought? Eventually, I don't know if it's here, but eventually, Shane McMahon's got to win a match.
He's won a match at WrestleMania.
No, I mean like since his comeback, like eventually
he needs to win one. Yeah.
So, is this the time where he just pins Sami Zayn and you guys are fired?
I honestly about this match, honestly, it's so hard because, like, if anyone else but Daniel Bryan was in this match, I would say Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are winning. And they could still win. But it's like, would you really bring back Daniel Bryan just to shit on him? And have it work? Well, yes, you would. But would you really bring back Daniel Bryan just to shit on him? And have Owens and Zayn win? Like, for real. Like, no offense.
I know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, this match.
Yeah, because, like, no offense. This is not like Daniel Bryan's losing to Goldberg and Brock Lesnar as a super team, or John Cena and Batista as a super team. This is like Sami Zayn and Kevin fucking Owens, dude. Like,
I think if you're having Daniel Bryan lose, it's because Shane, Vince Russo booking, decides to side with Owens and Zayn.
Or if you listen to my idea that I posted 8 months ago in my fan fiction, Daniel Bryan teams up with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and forms the Ring of Honor faction.
Mm.
And then Jericho comes back, and then Adam Cole comes up for no reason because it'd be awesome.
I do like that kind of idea, but that's the thing. Like, how do you have?
I think my Goldberg idea is so far winning, dude. Like,
I kind of prefer the Goldberg idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe I have one less badass beer in me.
It's actually a 3-on-2 handicap match with Gage as the third man.
Oh, yeah. Who's the third man? And then Gabe comes out with the shirtless. Oh, that'd be great.
Gage gets the pinfall unseen.
No. He pins him and does that. He pins him and then does the dab.
That's even better. I love it. I think we're booking a better match than what we... Like, look, guys, we all know Daniel Bryan's going to come back. He's going to wrestle fine. You know, the reason why is because I don't know what Shane's health is. Because they very well could have just announced Shane for this because they already knew that one tag match on the show was going to be with the mystery partner, and so they didn't want two. So Shane could easily just be written off. And then, you know, because, like I said, there is the rumor that Goldberg, heck, maybe Daniel Bryan finds Booyaka, and Rey Mysterio teams with him. Anything can happen, you know.
Vince McMahon now. He does owe Shane, or not Shane, sorry. He does owe Kevin Owens a beatdown, so maybe Vince comes out.
Yeah.
That's another WrestleMania match.
Yeah, why not? I mean, because, like, here's the thing, too. It's like, anything's possible because, like, you know, Shane's not 100%. I don't care what anyone tells me. Like, from what the reports I've seen, I'm surprised he's wrestling. But then again, they're McMahons and they're crazy. But don't be surprised if they do something where they write Shane off. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, you know?
Dolph Ziggler's Daniel Bryan's partner.
Shut up, Ace. You just ruined WrestleMania. I swear to God, if Daniel Bryan's, I got the perfect partner in here, and then Ziggler's freaking dumbass comes out, and he looks like a goof, and he smiles, and I hear, I'm here to show the world, come on, bring it on, and then he shakes his ass, and he goes, they hear you. I'll be turning off my TV and saying, nope.
Oh, maybe Daniel Bryan helps out Strowman by winning the tag titles with him earlier in the night, and then Strowman helps out Daniel Bryan by beating Owens and Zayn.
Or maybe Daniel Bryan just asks his brother-in-law to help him out.
Oh, he's Cena technically. Could you imagine that? Actually, Cena sitting in the crowd, and he's like, Cena, John, I need a partner. And he's like, Daniel, I'm here as a fan. He's like, John, I need you.
I'm here as a fan.
Oh, God.
I'm too loaded right now, Daniel. This is like my third beer.
He goes, you know what? Family comes first. And he rips the stupid green shirt off. And wait a minute, Cena's dressed to compete. He's wearing his fucking jeans.
He's always dressed to compete. I love how our
the attire that Cena wears is what anybody would wear to like anywhere.
Yeah. So, anyways, you guys, I just wanted to have some fun with this match. Honestly, I'm excited Daniel Bryan's back, and it's such a great.
Me too.
I think honestly, you know, Bryan being back, and I said this in my reviews. I said on the podcast, I think last week. Now that Bryan is back, let's be real about it. This is what the road to WrestleMania thus far is needed. This is what WWE needed right now. This is what the product needed thus far as well. And let's be honest here. You know, the fact that Bryan is returning not just for any match, but for WrestleMania, but at the same WrestleMania, the same venue, the same event, the same city where 4 years ago he had his big career moment, right? Let's be real about it. Now that Bryan is back, the fact that's his first match at WrestleMania, everything on the show sort of takes a back seat now that Bryan is back. I'm not saying Bryan's closing the show, But as far as like, oh my god, what to anticipate, what to look forward to, everything now takes a backseat to Bryan.
Oh yeah, 100. So what's your prediction, Steven? What do you have as the winner?
Well, I believe that Owens and Zayn will win, but you're not gonna have Bryan take the pin. I think Shane's eating the pin. If Shane's the partner, that is.
All right. Rosters?
Yeah, I think Owens and Zayn are going to win, and Bryan won't take the pin. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to book the ending, but yeah.
I already booked it. I said
this is gonna be one of the
left in him. Like
this is gonna be one of the very few heel wins on the show.
See, I'm gonna go the other way. I say because this is WWE. There's no way that Owens and Zayn are fired and they're never gonna wrestle again. I say Bryan taps out probably Zayn. This is where you have your big Sami. What the hell, Sami? You were supposed to help me, Sami. What the hell? And then they have their little fucking fight forever thing at the end of the match. Because honestly, whatever the hell they're doing with fucking Zayn and Owens is not bigger than what Bryan's going to be coming back now. So I've got Bryan winning. Whether Shane or Goldberg or John Cena's his tag partner.
Or Rey Mysterio. How dare you forget about the meanie?
Yeah. To me, there's no way that Bryan, because think of how much that kills his momentum. Unless it was a screw job, like you were saying, unless it's his first match back and Shane fucking, instead of wrestling, it makes no sense, but he sides with Kevin Owens. But to me, there's no way unless it's a screw job that Bryan can lose on his first match back. So I got Bryan winning.
I got Bryan and McMahon winning, or Bryan and Goldberg winning, as I booked, because I think that'd just be hilarious, and that way Vince feels better about himself. He's like, well, Bryan did win, but also Goldberg won, so that's cool. So moving on forward, guys. Will it happen? Will we be seeing John Cena versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania, folks? Are we just getting a segment? And how will Undertaker return? Guys, is Undertaker coming back as the American Badass?
Yes.
He did leave. He did leave his coat and his hat at the ring, and it kind of makes sense, if you left that there.
And his balls at home.
Oh yeah, and his balls at home. It makes sense to kind of have him be the American Badass. So what do you guys think for Cena and Undertaker? What do you think about what they're trying to do? Do you think there's going to be a match? Is it just a segment? Ross, what do you think?
I think this might be more of a segment. The more I think about it, I think it might be like a little segment kind of thing. It could be an impromptu match, but I'll lean more towards segment. But I just think the stars have aligned. You got from last year, the coat and the hat in the ring to end Mania, and then get Kid Rock going in the Hall of Fame the night before. Not the night before, 2 nights before WrestleMania. Now I forget. It used to be the night before. And then, Cena in his promo said Taker would be like just another dead man walking, and the theme song, dead man walking, keep rolling, or whatever. So that's like a hint towards American Badass. And then he says, well, Taker left his balls at home. And what do balls do? They roll. They keep rolling. No, that's
you're
too
looking
deep.
into this. You're cracking the case there, my guy.
I'm cracking the case. Indeed. It's gotta be.
If your balls are rolling, I'm pretty sure. I'm not a physician, but I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen.
But a soccer ball rolls. A basketball rolls.
But if your testicles are, you should probably seek out your physician.
Yes, probably.
I'm sure you know your testicles better than I do. But
I probably know them better. Yep. Yep. I'm actually quite friendly with them.
Yeah. Gotten to know them quite well over the years.
Yes. But yeah, I don't know. I think this could just be one of those WrestleMania moment type things where instead of a match, we just get a kind of a segment kind of thing. But then, do they brawl? What happens? I don't know.
That's a question. I mean, I feel like it's gonna. From what I've been reading, Taker is likely to just show up, and apparently they're gonna have the face-off to build up for a match somewhere down the road, which I think makes zero sense. It's stupid if they do that.
Yeah,
they have to have like a brawl. At least have a brawl. Have a brawl where Taker gets his revenge for all the shit that Cena was saying. And you know what? Me and that Kid Rock is going to be there. Have him come out to American Badass. Let him trumpet up with the American flag, American Badass. You kind of get the idea.
Yep.
See, to me, it's tough to say because this is actually what's kind of cool. It's kind of an unpredictable thing. I mean, I don't think they'll do absolutely nothing, but Ross can attest to this. This was the same building where he lost his streak. Yes. And I feel like they're going to kind of play into that. I don't know if Taker will come out and say, you want to challenge me at the place of my greatest loss. They could really sort of do anything with it, which is kind of interesting. I've heard the rumor that maybe, I mean, once again, this is just some dumb rumor online, but that this is to build up like a Rock Cena thing, like at WrestleMania 35. This time it matters. I see there being something like a tombstone or a choke slam or, I don't know how it's going to go though. We'll see. It could if it is a match though, let's just say for whatever reason, Taker right at the beginning of the show says, Cena, I'll see you later tonight. And, who do you guys have winning if it is an actual match?
Oh, I got Cena winning.
Yeah.
Taker.
Actually, can they really do that, though? Like, right before their big Brock Roman fest of the two guys to beat the streak? Then they just have Cena win? Like, does Cena just get inserted into a triple threat then? Or
why not? Why not, Acers? Ball game!
Count to 20, Michael!
Here's the thing. I do think we're going to get Undertaker coming out. I do think that Cena will be doing a goopy crowd segment for a little bit. But I do think we're going to get a match. Because remember, guys, how long is WrestleMania again?
7 hours.
18 hours.
There we go. 7 hours. They got to fill up time somehow. 20-minute match. Old man Taker wearing his biker shorts. Cena wearing his gear. I could see this being a nice little...
Do you really think they're going to do Biker Taker, though? I don't know.
I mean, Ace, he left his clothes in the ring.
Yeah, but...
That's it.
I mean, could just...
That's the Undertaker.
What about that fucking silly robe? What about that, little silly robe thing he was wearing on...
Raw 25 was not kayfabe. Raw 25 was another universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
The universe. Yes.
Yeah, so, honestly, I think we're going to get Biker Taker. I think we're going to get a Cena Taker match. Most likely Cena will win, but I wouldn't be surprised if also Taker won. But I think we're actually going to get a match out of it. Like, I just can't see them just having Cena doing a segment on this show. Like, that's just weird. Like, I can't just see a I see a match.
Seems like a waste of Cena, too. You know what I mean?
Huge waste. Like, why would you just have him come out and just not have a match? So, all right, guys, moving on forward. We have 3 matches left. We're going to be talking about now the match that is the internet's main event. Shinsuke
Brock
Nakamura.
and Roman. Oh, I've been waiting for this one.
Word, me too. A real main event.
Shinsuke Nakamura, the artist, the Kina Strong Style, taking taking on the phenomenal, the face that runs the place, the WWE champ, AJ Styles, in a match that is truly a dream, with quotations, match. All right, boys, prediction. Who do you all think is winning? Steven, who do you think is going to win this match, in this dream match?
I'm going to go with Nakamura. I think Shinsuke wins it. I think, again, it's going to be the match all you want. I am surprised. I'm really surprised they did not. And I know because it was my but it's a dream match, even though it happened before Wrestle Kingdom 10.
What are you talking about?
Think about it. So, if you notice the build-up, right, between Nakamura and Styles.
What do you mean? You said that this match happened before. Hey, Steven. What are you talking about? This is a dream match. What are you trying to say? There's wrestling outside the WWE. How dare you insinuate something like that?
Get out.
But
Get out.
Well, okay, fine, I'll get out. Gosh darn it. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, if you notice the build-up thus far, the build has been, hey, Styles is, you know,
this is literally the build-up. AJ, you're too overconfident. AJ,
You're too emotional.
I'll beat you. Emotional, yeah. I'll beat you. I brought you out here so you could see need to face. That's it? That's why you brought me out here? You think that's what was going to scare me? I'm the place. I run the place. I'm AJ Styles. We're just going to have a good match. That's literally been the build.
Hey, fair enough. But I think this match, if anything, it's probably that Nakamura, hands down.
Rosters?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good match. I don't know if it's going to live up to the 5-star, hype.
This is where Ross over here is trying to be counterculture, like always.
I know.
To the 5 stars. Okay, do you guys think this will be better than their Wrestle Kingdom match?
No, Chase. God.
Hey, so did you ever watch the Wrestle Kingdom match?
Yep, I saw the highlight video on YouTube. It's
on YouTube now. Like, literally, New Japan posted it.
Okay, I don't have fucking half an hour, Chase. Okay, I'm a busy man. I do a lot of shit.
Yet you have 7 hours to watch of WrestleMania this weekend.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. It's not a chore for me to watch Cena say do something. It is, however. No, actually, I did watch the match. I did. I saw a YouTube video. I don't know if it was their official
Oh yeah. If you watched the match, what happened at 17 minutes 26 seconds in the match?
Yeah, that was the spot where AJ Styles shoots the bullet and Shinsuke Nakamura ate the bullet.
Did somebody strike somebody? Because I'm pretty sure somebody struck somebody.
I'm pretty sure there was a kick being thrown. Somewhere like that.
The logistics of it are foggy to me.
Pretty sure someone jumped off the turnbuckle.
Honestly, though, for a lot of fans, like, people will say, like, oh, it's happened already, and it kills the illustrious. But honestly, a lot of the fans try to sound like more like know-it-alls nowadays, and a lot of fans, honestly, probably didn't see this match. So for a lot of people, a lot of members of the WWE Universe have not seen this match. So, I think I don't think it's going to be some crazy, it'll be a good match. I think they'll give it, if they can give it enough time, it can be a decent little, I don't want to see it main event, though. I can say that wholeheartedly. It's nothing against those guys. But Brock and Roman is the bigger match. And I think I'm in the minority, but I think AJ's winning.
And Acers, I agree with you. The phenomenal AJ Styles retains here. Look, guys. I just
I don't know if I said Nakamura was winning.
Yeah, I just don't see Nakamura winning. I just don't. I really don't see why WWE would put their eggs in the Nakamura basket. What are you gonna do with him as champ? How long are you gonna be able to keep him dancing around, going come on? Like, I'm just saying, man. I think AJ Styles as champion is much better. And honestly,
the other thing that Jason and I were talking about too. Sorry to interrupt you there. I'll say this quick. The other thing that Jason and I were talking about too was Shinsuke 6 months ago was struggling to beat Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
And a Rumble win can do a lot for a guy's career, but and if AJ does win, it's not going to be like a very definitive, like, wow, AJ really took it to him. It'll skin of his teeth. I feel like this is going to be like one of those Taker. Like Undertaker Batista feuds where it goes on for a while. So AJ maybe retains it here. Shinsuke gets super close at Backlash or whatever the fuck their next pay-per-view is. Maybe it's a draw there. Because I see this dragging out for a while. And I think if you give the belt to Shinsuke right away, that it kind of kills that. Because then at the rematch, you just assume Shinsuke's going to retain, right?
I'm almost surprised that a lot of like hardcore wrestling fans or smarks or whatever you want to call them are not on like Team AJ, because we always hear people, oh, they deserve it. They deserve to do this. They deserve to do that. AJ Styles deserves to retain his WWE Championship. You know, like I'm sorry, like Shinsuke does not like him winning. I'm sorry, I just think it's so bad if he wins.
I don't want to take anything away from Shinsuke though, because he still is a good talent. But I think AJ's just a little better, a little more polished.
He's a good talent. I'm just saying, it's just like AJ Styles is like the guy that honestly they should be building SmackDown around. Like they shouldn't be giving Shinsuke this belt just because they're like, oh, we got to tap into the Japanese market. Yeah, you saw what happens when they give a belt to someone just because of a market. It doesn't turn out well.
I think when Nakamura wins, it's only going to be short term, so it won't be longer than like 3 months.
Who do you think he drops it to?
Rusev Day, transitional champ.
I don't know.
Well,
maybe
rosters. You're gonna say Nakamura, and then it'll be thanks to you and Steven who predicted this when Jinder Mahal wins the WWE title again.
Oh no! Damn it!
Can you imagine? I told Ace this last night. Like I saw Jinder come out with his entrance, and I was like, you know what? When Jinder doesn't have the belt, it makes me say, you know what? I wouldn't mind one run with him, and then he gets the belt, and I'm like, screw it. Jinder just has that presence where it's like, you know what? One more title run, that's okay. But then when he has the belt, he's one of those guys that looks good without the belt. But then when he has the belt, you're just like, okay, take it off of him, like
Yeah. We said it was kind of like a Jack Swagger syndrome, where like whenever Swagger would come out after his world title, you're like, yeah, I'd be down for another Swagger experiment. But then if it were to ever happen, you'd be like, oh God, what the fuck did I say? Like,
yeah, that's how I feel with Jinder right now watching him. But yeah, this will be a good match. I don't know if it'll be better than the Wrestle Kingdom match, but I still think it'll be a good match. Definitely one of the matches of the weekend that you should be looking forward to. But now it's time to talk about my match. Oh baby. This is my main event. This is what I want to main event WrestleMania.
Brock and Roman, finally. We finally get to talk about it.
No, we finally made it.
No, we're talking about... Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Ronda Rousey, Stephanie McMahon, and we finally got the bitch, Triple H.
Take on Ronda Rowdy.
Ronda Rowdy.
You catch that on Raw?
Ronda Rowdy.
I am so looking forward to this match. The moment that you thought would never happen. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
I love Ronda. Like
Cringe Honda.
Cringe Honda. This is my main event. I hope this main event's WrestleMania. I really do.
Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome.
It'd be awesome. It'd be the ESPN moment they will. Again, they're gonna have Ronda go as late as possible just for that ESPN moment, just for that.
Oh yeah.
And Ronda's entrance got to be like a MMA fighter. She's got to be surrounded by security, coming out to the ring like.
That'd be a little too.
They're gonna have her and Kurt Angle holding hands and.
I don't give a damn about a bad reputation. But I will say WWE has done a good job building up to this match. Making
yes, very good.
Yeah.
When they give a shit, they really give a shit,
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I feel like this could very well main event. I mean, also, too, let's be real here. This does have Steph McMahon finally making her WrestleMania in-ring debut. And Triple H could become the man that has the most main events in WrestleMania history if he gets this match in the main event. And I know some of you people are going to say, but Chase, Triple H will just tie. You can't tie with ghost people, okay? You can't tie with ghosts.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what worries me about this match? I forget which match I was talking about it earlier in, but you know what worries me about this match? Is Triple H has lost at a lot of WrestleManias recently.
Mm-hmm. Well, he didn't lose last year, Ace. That was unsanctioned.
Seth, whether it be Bryan.
Ace, he didn't lose last year. It was unsanctioned. It didn't count.
That's true. Okay, sorry. Yeah, well, we're not counting that, but Roman, Bryan. I mean, he did get to beat Sting and Lesnar, so he's got that. But all seriousness, I can't fathom a world where they'll bring in Ronda Rousey and have her lose. However, Triple H could very easily pedigree Kurt Angle. Very easily.
It's kind of like the Shane and Daniel Bryan thing where it's like, oh yeah, you can't fathom Daniel Bryan returning, but they could have Shane take the pinfall. It's kind of like the same.
As horrible as it sounds, though, doesn't like the SmackDown version just feel like the discount authority?
Oh, it's discount 100%. This is like the real match.
It's like drinking. I don't know. Do you guys have President's Choice Cola in the States? It's like drinking President's Choice Cola and then Coca-Cola or Pepsi.
We have like the Shasta. In California we had the Shasta Cola. It's like Steven will get this reference. It's like drinking Inca Cola compared to Coca-Cola. Right, Steven? Is Steven dead? Oh, rest in peace, Steven. Rip Steven.
Rest in peace, Steven.
But yeah, so anyways.
He must have passed out because the predictions were going on as long as Mania.
Hey, dude. That's what we
That's actually my goal. I hope your listeners are prepared for another 4 hours or however long we've been going, another 5 hours.
We've only been on for only an hour and 30 minutes, folks. So,
Steven, you awake?
Buckle up, get your popcorn ready, because Brock and Roman's going to go for at least 3.
No, yeah, Steven's here.
Steven's here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Steven, I was going to say, it's like drinking Inca Cola compared to Coca-Cola, right?
Hey, let me put a Inca Cola, all right? For a Inca Cola. But yeah, 7 hours of this. God, dag. And the main event being Roman and Brock.
What are you talking about? We're talking about the main event right now, Steven. We're talking about Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle taking on the McMahons.
Well, that's true. That too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, let's be honest here, okay? We're all just hoping that Ronda, can deliver in the ring. That's the thing. We've seen her take these bumps here and there, but we're not even sure how she's going to be in the ring. You just know for a fact, hands down, it's going to be Kurt Triple H working this whole match as well.
And Kurt Angle, if you've seen his work as of late, do you really want Kurt Angle to try to carry this match?
No, hell no.
It was really sad to see, honestly. Like, I was physically hurt. Like, it was just such a safe, boring, like when Cena and him were working at a Survivor Series, just like that Kurt luster, it just diminished for me there. I was like, And now he's got that weird, like, MVP Power Ranger suit and the fucking, I don't know if you guys follow him on
tough
Instagram.
guy, fake MMA gloves that he wears.
Yeah, those fucking graps things that he keeps posting about, and he's like, this is great for my hands. I wish I had these 15 years ago. But I think this will deliver. I don't know how it's the logistics of it. They're going to make sure no matter what that this fucking is an ultimate shine for Ronda. We joke about it. Ronda's going to win. She's going to rip fucking Stephanie's arm socket out of her arm socket and kick her leg out of her leg and tap her out. That doesn't mean, though, that Kurt Angle's going to get the upper hand on Triple H. But either way, fucking Rousey's beating Stephanie, It's happening, and it'll be good. I don't have the last, I was very worried about Stephanie and Brie Bella a couple years ago at SummerSlam, and that over delivered to me. When they have to, when the guys that they really care about are on the line, they make sure it's a good fucking showing. So yeah, I'm confident in this match.
All right, Steven, what's your prediction?
Because again, you want to go with the whole big moment here. Oh my God, look at Ronda doing this. I'm going with Ronda and Kurt Angle.
All righty then. Ross?
Yep. I think Ronda Rousey is going to win. I think a good ending to this match would be to have Kurt Angle have the ankle lock on Triple H, and then Stephanie is in the arm bar or something by Ronda Rousey, and then you have it where Stephanie's kind of reaching for Triple H's hand, and they kind of they're trying to prevent each other from not tapping, and then they both tap.
You're DIY revivaling it. That is.
Yep. Yep.
Honestly, Triple H and Stephanie do like to take their breaks after Mania, so I do think Ronda's gonna win here. I would love to troll and be like, "Oh, Triple H and Stephanie are gonna win." LOL, guys, come on, be real. But let's be real, Ronda's not losing her first match. That's just I'm sorry. As much as over as Daniel Bryan is, and he's more respected in the wrestling community, Ronda Rousey has a better chance of winning than Daniel Bryan this Sunday, and that's not even a joke. I will be shocked. When Undertaker lost his streak, that's how shocked I'll be if Ronda loses her first match in WWE. I'll laugh because I won't be surprised who did it because it's Triple H and Stephanie. I mean, what their trainers say, they're on the level of Olympic athletes and stuff. So
yeah. The 39-year-old fucking Stephanie McMahon executive. She's on the level. She's on the level of Ronda Rousey. Just so you guys at home know, she is training hard. You know what this also says that Stephanie, other than Ronda Rousey, because that's her counterpart at Mania, she is above everybody else on the female roster.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that be Asuka or Charlotte, because Ronda Rousey had a choice. She said, "Hey, anybody that's not a champion, you can face at WrestleMania," and she chose Stephanie.
Before the drum roll, too. Like, Stephanie was trying to get a drum roll and everything, and she's like, you.
That's the one thing that I will say with Ronda. She's got to touch up on those fucking mic skills, because that's all.
Hey,
sometimes they come off well, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephanie, what hand do you write with again? Well, I'm right-handed, of course. Well, you better make sure that you can still write my checks, because Oh! Thank God the fans. Thank God the fans saved that one, because once she said that, she just lost her line. Like, she just, like, that was like the one time where it's like, well, the fans bailed someone out instead of chanting, "You fucked up." But yeah, Ronda's winning. She's like the one person on this roster right now where I'm like 100% she's winning. All right, guys, it's about damn time we talk about this. Yeah. Whose yard is it?
Event.
Whose yard is it? Is it the big dogs?
Yeah.
Roman Reigns? Or is it the beast incarnate? Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the former UFC heavyweight champion, the current reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
Can you see me now?
Can you see me now? Can you see me now? I grabbed the horseshoe out of Frank Mir's ass and I pulled it.
I gotta go drink a Coors Light. I gotta go drink a Coors Light because Bud Light paying me now.
Now, I don't know. I think it's safe to say that Chase, me, and Ross are like the pro Romans. I don't know about Ace with your stance on Roman Reigns, but cool. They're all pro Roman. Yes, Ross, we're all pro Roman. Let's be real about it. It's funny how people
I feel like that's
right
like a
now,
podcast we just start, Steven. The pro Roman podcast, like
the Roman podcast, the pro Roman committee,
the PRC,
pro Roman podcast. We're gonna talk about how great his hair is.
Today on the Pro Roman podcast, we're going to talk about how his promo was really good last week, and the fans really need to shut up. We're also going to shit on New Japan. We're also going to shit on New Japan for 2 seconds and talk about how everything outside of WWE is just lame, and talk about how Roman Reigns is our current Universal Champion.
Yeah, the world is great again. But it's funny, right? How 3 years ago, right? And the guy still gave him hate.
It's
crazy.
Yeah. But it does boil down to how he's been booked. Like, it's nothing against Roman, and I fall into it the odd time where, like, you know, even though I can respect Roman, like, just how they use him does get kind of annoying. It's the same thing that they did with Cena. But he'll work out of the funk eventually.
Yeah, Austin did the exact same thing, and people liked him. So it's not about how he's pushed. It's just about, well, we don't like you, so...
It's great too, like, 3 years. It's like 3 years ago. People were crapping on the match. Oh, this match is gonna suck, man. WrestleMania 31 is gonna be terrible, man. But it ended up being one of the top WrestleMania for a lot of people. Remember that?
Yeah. I remember I was one of the few people who was like, I don't think 31 is gonna be that bad.
Ross, you and I remember Ross and I. We actually both him and I. Ross and I, we both were saying, and I think when we have the video podcast to prove it too. I think Ross and I were both saying that we thought this match was not going to be as bad as people were making it out to be.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a really good match. I don't know about if I thought it was going to be as good as it ended up being.
Oh, no, we just said it was going to be... We just said it's not going to be bad. We said it was going to be good.
Yeah.
We said it's going to be a championship match that we need at Mania.
And the match from a physical standpoint.
I remember, like, being very upset with WWE for doing it, but I had so much respect for WWE because, like, going into Mania 31, like, everyone thought it was going to be a bad match. Turned out to be a really good match, but they still had their failsafe with Seth Rollins. And I remember just thinking, like, fucking the balls WWE had at WrestleMania 32 to go, you know what? Fuck you. The main event is Triple H and Roman Reigns. You're going to sit for 28 fucking minutes, and you're going to watch all of it.
I was there for that.
Yep.
Steven.
That was great.
Steven was the only one out of what, like 10 out of 100,000 people that were cheering for Roman.
Me too. I was there too.
Oh yeah, Ross was there too. I forgot.
I forget. I was at 32.
The vlog proved the hate. It's funny. What was I gonna say? I think we could all agree across the board. Like, listen, across the board here, the build-up, I feel, for 34 has been leaps and bounds better than 31. Leaps and bounds.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's been
Literally,
better.
what, 7 main card matches announced for that one too.
And despite what the smart Mark fan will say, oh, Roman still sucks, but no, Roman's improved leaps and bounds. He has improved leaps and bounds.
Oh yeah, he's so much better than he was 31.
And I'm gonna say this: listen,
since 31.
the inevitable is gonna happen. Roman's gonna win. Roman's gonna win, whether you like it or not. There's not gonna be a cash in. There's no, your indie darling's not gonna get involved. So after 34,
FABULOUS.
Carmella, imagine that. But listen, seriously though, after 34, everybody get the hate out your blood.
I feel like Roman will get the hate out soon. I really hope he does.
I blame CM Punk. I blame CM Punk in that podcast.
Yeah, no, I think, well, because like it was like a bunch of things. One, Roman wasn't wrestling at the time. The Punk podcast dropped, and then you got to make Roman look really strong. It's like
and then everybody used that joke to death, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah, and like the one thing is also too. I'm tired of all you.
I've never really put that together in my head, but that's so fucking true. Because right before Roman got hurt in September, he was pretty over.
Yeah,
you know, he had the
it was just like every other smart thing to do, where it was like, oh, Roman's winning too much, and it's like, okay, what do you want them to do with the guy? Do you want them to just like? That's a problem. So many people are so used to their favorites losing all the time that, Jesus, we might actually go another 3 hours with this by talking about the Roman Reigns booking and stuff. But anyways, so many people are so used to their favorites losing all the time that they always feel like, oh yeah, Roman needs to lose. But when you're building a top guys don't fucking lose. That like seriously, that's like watching an MMA. Like Steven and I, we watch like mostly MMA, but Ross and Ace, you guys understand it. That's like when Rousey was, or Conor McGregor. Do you care if Conor McGregor's winning or losing?
Winning.
Yeah. And look at his stock since he lost to Mayweather.
I don't like Conor McGregor, but when he wins, it's like, fuck, I want to see him lose eventually.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. When Ronda Rousey was on top, do people care about her winning or losing?
Wrestling's a different animal. It's so weird. Like, try explaining, like, to somebody, like, even, like, somebody who doesn't watch wrestling, you know, try explaining to them, like, oh, why don't people like Roman Reigns? He's really, well, you know, he wins a lot. And it's, well, yeah, I mean, of course. Like, well,
you know,
why would
that's what most big guy wrestlers do.
You know what's funny as all hell, though? It's hilarious. At times it's hilarious. And I don't want to come off like we're bashing YouTubers here, but, yo, listening to JD, like, scream out of his fucking mind, complain about Roman Reigns, the most hilarious shit in the world.
I hear that he doesn't like Roman. Like, is it like a Bruce Blitz who hates John Cena kind of thing?
No. He doesn't hate the person. Like, he likes, he understands his job.
Okay,
he just
so Bruce Blitz hates John Cena the person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
how can you hate John Cena the person? What?
Because he's a corporate stooge. Like, he just thinks he's a corporate stooge.
I've heard people for 15 years talk about, like, how John Cena always wins and it's so boring. But everyone at the end of the day has gone, yeah, but what he does for the kids is fucking awesome. Like, I've never heard one what? How can you hate John Cena the person?
And it's his gimmick. It's his shtick. He's been riding it for years, and hey, it's been working.
Exactly. But the point is, like, listen, I believe it's going to be a good match. Like I said, the story has been good. The bullet's been good.
The only complaint that I have with the build-up is that they were building up Lesnar not to give a shit, and then he gave a shit for 2 weeks, which pissed me off. But other than that, it's been fine.
In an ideal world, you should have taken, like, the Cena Undertaker booking and given it to Brock Roman, like, announced the match, and then Brock's like, fuck this, I'm not showing up to Raw, I'll see you fuckers at Mania. And then you could have just had fucking, you know, Roman go, do something, Brock, do something. Oh, no, that's right, you're going to sit at home and cash your checks. You're a paper champion. And, like, some of that is honestly, like, you can even see, like, in the last few weeks, it's gotten Roman over to a bit of a degree.
A little bit, you know, yeah. Atlanta was cheering, "Let's go, Roman!" My home city. Atlanta.
Were you at that Raw? Actually, I forgot to ask you that.
I ended up not going, and I'm glad because Taker didn't show up. So
yeah, that's true.
Well, here's the thing too. The reason why he got over on Monday was because it's like you're doing what we just want you to do with Roman. Don't make us feel sorry for Roman. Don't make us have sympathy for Roman. Just have Roman be a badass. We're not asking for much. Have him come out, kick people's ass. Don't have him where he's booked like Cena
I remember,
and he overcomes the odds. Just have him where he comes out and beats people up.
Remember when what was it at TLC or something when
Triple H. Yeah, Triple H.
Yeah, he attacked Triple H and speared him and everyone's like, whoa.
Because the thing was, Roman lost, and it wasn't like, you know, Cena loses, like, oh, shucks, guys, I'm just going to go to the back and accept my loss. And so, no, Roman was a pissed off human being saying, no, I'm sick of this shit. You guys cost me my first title, and now you cost me this fucking match. Screw you guys, I don't care. That's why he got over. Because it was something where you could relate to. That's all we asked is, like, WWE to book these guys as humans. Roman was human in that moment. Roman wasn't like, oh, shucks, I lost. Well, get him on Raw next Monday. It was like, no, Roman was like, fuck you, Triple H. Fuck you, Sheamus. And I'm going to ruin your lives. But yeah, no, Roman has the potential to get over. I mean, if you can get over in Philadelphia, I'm pretty sure you can get over anywhere.
I was actually, I was so happy for Roman in that, because, a year earlier, obviously, you had the fucking, not even a year earlier, the beginning of the year, 11 months prior, you had the whole Rumble fiasco.
Daniel Bryan debacle, yeah.
You know, and then, it was so cool to see him come in, and honestly, you know, another thing that got him over in that case? Vince McMahon. Yeah. Holy shit, people talk about Vince being out of touch, but damn, can he still make a good babyface? And if he's facing that, when he kicked Roman in the nuts, everyone was choked.
Vince may be out of touch, but there's a reason why he has $1 billion and he's still running a company, and why you, Steven, Ross, and any other guy makes whatever pennies we make by doing these videos, makes whatever money we make that we can. And
I thought he was a millionaire who should be a billionaire.
Huh?
I thought he was a millionaire who should be a billionaire.
Yeah, no, he's a billionaire. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. But there's a reason why Vince is a billionaire. You know, there's a reason. And he knows what he's doing. You know, we do have good ideas. I'm not going to say, every internet person has a bad idea. But it's just, there's a reason why we only make maybe $1 or $3 a month. But if you go on my channel, that's all I make. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that. But I don't think Google's watching this for.
You're breaking the fourth wall.
I don't think they care about.
Hi, Joe, the show. How you doing?
WWE Wrestlemania.
Well, Google took away my AdSense, so it's all good.
Yeah, they took away my AdSense too.
After hearing about that shooting too, I think they've got bigger things to worry about than Chase Oliver 68's YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, this idiot's making $3. Fuck him. It's what the fuck?
So what? There's a wrestling community. YW. What?
Honestly, we're one of the communities that got fucked super hard by the whole AdSense scene. But that could be another episode of the PRP podcast.
The Roman Reigns the Roman Reigns
the Pro Roman podcast.
The Pro Roman podcast, that was it, yeah.
The PRP.
And I'll be honest, I'm just waiting for people to say worst Mania ever, even though the card's stacked as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for people.
The reason why we were talking about Reigns a lot is because we know he's winning, and we just want you guys to understand he's the top guy. He has to win. Lesnar,
well, Chase, I know this is a prediction podcast, but I'm here to give you a spoiler for WrestleMania.
Oh.
This isn't a prediction, this is a spoiler, and that's Brock Lesnar is not winning this match.
Wow, what a spoiler.
Apparently, Dana White confirmed that he's going back to the UFC.
Yeah, Dana White already ruined this. Dana White's kind of salty about the whole Ronda thing.
All kidding aside, though, he's probably not going to resign, I'd imagine, because it was looking like he wasn't going to resign after 31. I mean, he did, but when he fought Orton a month earlier, he had a fucking match. What was the UFC guy's name?
Mark Hunt.
Mark Hunt. Yeah, so
Mark Hunt.
He probably won't be resigning with WWE, but now it's at a point where he could do both. He's become that successful. I don't think he's resigning, but at the same time, I don't think this will be the last time we see Brock Lesnar. I'm sure at some point. He's only 40-something. Mm-hmm. I'm sure at some point they'll bring him out again.
let's just do two things, and then we'll wrap up the thing. Two things real quick. What are you guys going to remember about Lesnar's return here in the WWE? Because, you know, it's kind of surprising that we got at least 6 years of this guy.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've seen him twice live since his return. You know, like, I've seen twice of Lesnar. One time at Hell in a Cell versus The Undertaker, and then one time versus Braun Strowman at No Mercy. And both those times, it was super exciting to see him live. Like, it's, like I always told people, it's different from watching Lesnar on TV compared to watching Brock Lesnar live and everything like that. So,
yeah,
I feel like with Lesnar, I feel like WWE didn't get what they really wanted out of Brock Lesnar. Lesnar's run of being this beast incarnate, dominant guy. The highlight was Suplex City. The low light was his early return when he was losing to like Triple H and freaking Cena when he first came back. Like, I don't know. It's just I feel
you
like
got to put the streak ending up there too.
Oh yeah, that's another highlight, streak ending. Yeah, like there's some great moments and then there's just some bad moments. Like it's just such a perfect mediocre WWE run.
Yeah, I'd say his low light was like probably the Ambrose stuff.
Oh.
Yeah,
like is the lowest of the low for him. I'd say probably the Ambrose 32. Stuff.
Steven, I told you what I tell you and Connor the whole time. You guys, Steven was excited for that match too. Steven was like, "Oh, I think that's gonna be a good match." Him and Connor were all like saying, "Oh, that match is gonna be good." And what did I tell you guys? That match is gonna suck. And then what happened?
I knew.
You know what's funny though? I missed the whole match. I went to buy beer for everybody and shit. Next thing I know, I come back, match is already over. Oh, good. I didn't miss much.
He didn't get to use the chainsaw on his leg. That's what.
Like for me, I guess one of the high moments was, believe it or not, I would say Punk versus Brock for SummerSlam 2013.
Yeah. That was great too. Yeah,
that was a great match.
Oh, you know,
Styles versus Brock Styles from Survivor Series this past year. And if you wanted to throw it in there, Cena, Brock Cena from SummerSlam 2014, where Brock ragdolled Cena for the whole match.
You know what's another highlight moment that like will probably get talked about, but it's honestly Brock's promo with Keith Slater. I don't give a shit about your kids.
You know what I was?
That was pretty fucking funny.
I was surprised about with the build up for Mania was I thought that they would have to have Brock at least talk once. I thought he was going to be talking on like the last Raw or something, and Brock to just go like, you know what, Roman? Maybe I'll leave, maybe I won't. I don't really know about that, but I know one thing. I'm going to kick your fucking ass at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What? He swore? What the fuck? He swore?
Or another good Brock highlight. I'm going to leave John Cena in his own blood, piss, and urine.
Piss, urine.
Everyone wants to know what's running through John Cena's head. It doesn't matter what's running through his head. It's going to be what's running down his leg. It's piss. Piss is running down his leg because he's scared. He's scared shitless of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I won't miss the Heyman promos. I can tell you that right now.
I won't miss that.
They were cool. There, I won't lie.
Yeah, they were cool at first. They started to get old around maybe like 2015-ish. That's when they started to get old for me. Like a little bit around there.
His Minnesota promo is probably my favorite one, where they say like the Skull Brock Lesnar. And then finally, how dumb would it be, or how great would it be, depending on how you listen to this, would it be if Roman Reigns aligned himself with Paul Heyman?
Ooh. I think that'd be good.
It'd be good.
Heyman has always said that he's like Roman Reigns, kayfabe wise. So
he is a Samoan badass too. So
it's a double coin though. It's like they're not going to turn Roman heel. They're not going to turn him heel. You're not going to turn him heel, but at the same time, you know, if you turn him heel, people are going to cheer him. So it beats the purpose already. You know
what if they're not trying to turn Roman heel, but they're trying to just turn him face?
Oh,
that mean how rare is that?
How awkward would that be?
Brock, all this time I've been hyping you up.
Better than my client Roman Reigns. Honestly, though, his promo stuff wouldn't change.
It reminds me a lot.
I've been sitting here for the last 6 years hyping you up. I've been saying how no one can conquer the beast. And you know what you've done for me, Brock? Absolutely nothing. Revenue down. Business down. Everything down when it comes to Brock Lesnar. Well, guess who's falling down now, Brock? You. 'Cause I have the Samoan badass Roman Reigns locked and loaded with the Superman punch to take you down, just like you dropped down in the UFC rankings when you got your ass kicked by Cain Velasquez. Was that a good Heyman on the spot promo?
You know what? One thing I will say, like another highlight for me in the whole Brock Lesnar saga for the return of the last 6 years was remember I think it was like just before the Seth Rollins match when they did the Conqueror marches on. That was so fucking funny.
Yeah, that was the Minnesota promo.
I like that.
Yeah, that was the Minnesota promo. That was the Minnesota promo.
Oh, that was Minnesota, yes. Of the Conqueror, my lord. And you can see that Brock was having so much fucking fun with it.
The build-up for Rollins, Lesnar was good. It's a shame that the match at Battleground was interrupted by a certain dead man.
You know what? The one thing I do want to add, actually, before this goes 4 hours. I
always joked about it. I was like, oh, no, Reigns and Lesnar, we're going to talk long. And then all of a sudden, we talked the last 25 minutes. And I'm like, holy shit, we might actually go into it. I don't really care.
Yeah, so I was crunching the numbers. I've been doing some research. And this will be, for Lesnar's return, this will be Brock Lesnar's 30th televised match in WWE since 2012. Like, he's done a couple house show shit with Orton or Kane. I think he fought Rusev once. But for televised or network specials, including like MSG against the Big Show or Beast and Beast, this is his 30th match televised to the WWE.
Okay. What's his record?
It'll be 20. Well, if he loses to Roman, it'll be 20-10.
Can we name all of Brock Lesnar's losses? Go!
Cena.
John Cena, Triple H.
Cena,
Taker.
Triple H. Actually, let me go to my notepad because I said, I crunched the numbers.
Undertaker, John Cena, Triple H.
Goldberg.
Goldberg
So
again.
in order, John Cena, Extreme Rules 2012. Triple H, WrestleMania 29. He technically lost to John Cena by DQ at Night of Champions 2014.
Okay, yeah.
He lost the triple threat match at WrestleMania 31 to Seth Rollins. He lost to The Undertaker at SummerSlam 2015. He lost the 2016 Royal Rumble match. He lost the triple threat match when Roman went on to face Triple H.
That's right, at Fastlane.
Yes, yeah. He lost to Goldberg at Survivor Series. He lost the 2017 Royal Rumble, and that was it. And then he'll lose probably to Roman at Mania. So not a bad record.
No.
Yeah, not bad at all. I thought he lost more when he returned. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it, folks. That's all, folks. I'm pretty sure I'll do a Brock Lesnar video in the future, talking more about.
I want to say one. I want to close this on one last thing. You know, if this is Brock Lesnar's last time in WWE, you know what? I want to say it was bittersweet to see him come back. You know, it's kind of sad to see him go. Because I was so excited. Chasey remembers this. I was so excited when Brock Lesnar came back in 2012. Yeah. Chase was like, I don't see what's the big deal. Like, you weren't that hype on it. I was like, yo, this is the best thing ever. Like, and, you know, it had its ups. It's had its downs. But I think it's time to have a break from Lesnar because the whole Suplex City thing's run its course. You know, maybe push Lashley as kind of that Lesnar type. You know, somebody new. You know, I know Lashley's not really new, but you can build it in a way where like Lashley's kind of the new Lesnar. Lashley took this long break from WWE and he's coming back. You can do similarities, but also put Lashley's twist on it. You know. And so, yeah, it'll be. You know, I think we'll see Lesnar again one day because money talks, and WWE likes to bring back nostalgia pops, nostalgia acts for a pop and everything. So, Yeah.
Royal Rumble 2027 for a surprise entrant.
Yeah. I don't think this will be Lesnar's last match forever.
No. I think he's coming back soon.
Yep. He'll take a little... He'll get his fix in UFC again, and then he'll come back.
Yeah, once he gets knocked out by Nagano, then he's back. This time for Africa. Shakara wakara. Waka waka. That's Francis Nagano's walkout song. It's pretty tight. This guy knocks people out and he comes out to Shakira. I love it. Hey, Steven. What time is it?
Yes, sir. It's Khabib time.
It's Habib time. Anyways,
Habib time.
Thank you guys very much for listening to the amazingly long WrestleMania 31. Wow. 34. 34.
Back at WrestleMania 21. I mean 31. They want to put you under the thumb.
I pulled a Kurt Angle right there. WrestleMania 34 podcast. Remember, guys, just hit this like button and also hit the subscribe button. But before we exit out, got to give my friends plugs. Ace! Let me know what you'd like to share with the people.
I got a Twitter you can follow at Trelor95. I've got an Instagram you could follow at Trelor95. I got a Facebook, Corey Trelor, and subscribe to the Gurus of Greatness because in reality we're great.
Oh wow, GOG plug. HeelSteven, my friend, what do you have to plug for you?
Ladies and gentlemen, mother flowers all over the world. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. But I tweet there all these shows: Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, pay-per-views, all 7 hours of Mania. Holy crap! You can check out the YouTube channel. You can check out the YouTube channel where I upload content on a daily basis. This week alone, I'm uploading massive content. YouTube.com/HeelSteven Motherflowers. Peace out, everybody.
And Rossers.
Well, gotta say, you can follow me on Twitter where I'll probably be active the most, tweeting about, I'm going to do this in New Orleans, I'm doing that, or this, came off good live, this came off bad live, kind of thing. And, I'll also be using my Instagram. So my Twitter, goldstandard000, my Instagram, where you'll see, I'm not going to post a ton of pictures, but, I'll probably have at least a few posts of wrestlers I've met and a few miscellaneous things, But I'll try and post some stories as well. I don't know if maybe I should use my Snapchat, GS000. You can add me there. I might try and post a few Snapchat.
I didn't know that. I'm going to add you right now.
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to use it a little bit more. I've been more of a person who just looks at other people's stories instead of doing my own. And then YouTube, goldstandard000, where I've been making a comeback, trying to make more videos more frequently. I'm doing live streams.
Oh God, your avatar's got a Yankees hat. That sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, thanks. Corey just added me. Oh, cool.
I just added you too, Motherflower.
Whoa. I'm the popular kid here. Whoa.
Blowing up.
I'm blowing up. Blowing up like World Trade.
Oh, too soon.
Too soon? Okay.
Too soon.
But on a positive note, hopefully you guys can vicariously live through me this weekend as I have a good time in New Orleans. I'm sorry, HeelSteven, you can't be there. I'm sorry, Chase. I'm sorry, Ace, that you can't be here. But
one of these years,
we'll all be there, and we'll have a good time.
All their links will be in the description box down below, and as well as timestamps, because I know some people may want to say, I don't give a fuck what they say about this. So, yeah, you'll get some timestamps. And I'll even put a timestamp here just to troll you guys. Anyways, thank you all very much for listening to this podcast. Remember, guys, for the last time, because after WrestleMania, I'm retiring this catchphrase, because he won't be here. Just like Brock Lesnar, sometimes you don't have to give a shit in life. Yo! Fuck Finn Balor.
Yeah.